Yo, hey guys, it's Pop and Jacques Slade here. Back with another unboxing, and today we've got something, oh, it didn't fall. We've got something pretty special for you guys. So this is the entire Jordan Crater collection, which I'm really excited about because it represents something that I'm getting really passionate about, and I think that you should be passionate about as well, which is sustainability and really holding the brands that we care about, holding them accountable to what they do to the planet Earth. We all live here and we need to make sure that this planet lasts for as long as humanly possible, and part of that is focusing on sustainability, and Jordan Brand is doing their part with this collection. Okay, enough of the preaching. Let's actually hop into the collection here. So if you've been following the stuff that Nike has been doing lately, you know that they are really focused on sustainability. They had this whole space hippie collection where they used waste and basically used trash, parts that they would normally throw away, and made sneakers out of them. Jordan Brand is also part of that initiative, and they're doing their thing through this Creator collection. They're stepping out into that world. It's new. It's not something they're doing for everything, but they're stepping into that world and focused on that goal, and we'll see that change happening across the board eventually. But right now, let's start with what we have, and this is probably the most comfortable of the collection that Jordan Brand is doing. This is the Jordan Crater Slide. As you see, comes in a pretty normal box. I like the fact that they put a green Jordan Brand on there. Obviously, they're into recycling. They have that green there, and then this actual box is made from recycled materials as well. Again, a nice touch, thinking holistically, not just the shoes, but also how the shoes are shipped as well, and putting them in a recycled box makes for a good deal. And these again are just slides, so these look mad comfy. Definitely very much dad shoe style, not your typical sports style of slides. And the way that they're doing it is they're using Crater foam. So this shoe's official name is the Jordan Crater Slide, and what Crater foam is it's made of this Nike foam that's mixed with Nike grind, and it's like 10 to 20% of this outsole is made of Nike grind. And if you don't know what Nike grind is actual old shoes that have been ground up, and instead of throwing that waste away, they're using that to put it into the insole as sort of like a filler to help fill out the foam in the shoes, and that way they get to reuse some of that old stuff, so they're just not throwing stuff away and adding to the waste and adding to more trash, which in turn would make more waste for the earth, and it decreases the carbon footprint and all those things. So just to break these down, you see they have the black midsole, and that is where the Nike grind is. So this Nike foam has Nike grind in it, and you see it through all of the different colors. They have a Jumpman logo right there, and there is no rubber here on the outsole, so this is all made out of the Nike foam, but it's a really hard foam, so it's reinforced. It has some give to it, but it's not actual rubber, so you will still get some grip here. Now on the inside, they have, it looks like a rubber material here, so a soft foam, maybe rubber that they're having here. This is a lot softer than the outside, so I don't know if the slide is just cored out, and this just the outside that has the Crater foam, and then on the inside they put a different foam that's nice and soft. It kind of feels like the foam on the Nike Benassi slides, if you've worn those. So that's kind of what this feels like. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it is. They don't specify exactly what the material is on the inside, but you get that soft feeling there, so you don't have to worry about the sturdiness or the stiffness of the Crater foam that they use on the outsole here. So yeah, again, just Velcro, super easy to get on and get off. Something you want something to chill in. Definitely more of a casual slide. This isn't your performance slide. Almost maybe like a recovery slide, maybe. After you do your runs, you come home and put these on, or you do your workout, come home and put these on. I like it. Very good look. All right, let's move on. So next up, continuing with the whole move to zero. See here on the box, it says, Move to Zero is Nike's journey towards zero carbon and zero waste to help protect the future of sport. And I would add, help to protect the future of the planet, which is the bigger deal for me. Here it says, this product is made with at least 20% recycled content by weight, which reduces waste and our carbon footprint. Again, every company or every brand that you deal with should be doing something to reduce their carbon footprint to make a better situation for all of us here on the planet. They have the bit of branding here, the move to zero. Again, the 20% there, Jordan brand logo, and then the old school Nike logo that they're using a lot more of now. But this is the Jordan Crater. So that was the Jordan Crater Slide. This shoe is specifically called the Jordan Crater, and this uses a couple of different things that I think you guys are going to really be into. Definitely more of a lifestyle play, but that kind of goes with the whole Engineer 23 thing that you saw from the last one. Speaking of that, you see we have the 23 there. It's put to the side, which you don't often see with the Jordan brand stuff. So you have that off to the side there. You have the Flight logo, which is all kind of, I don't want to say blanked out. I guess blanked out is proper. You don't have the Flight there, which you see on like the wings logo of the Air Jordan 1. Sometimes it says Flight. But then you have the Jordan brand logo there on the tongue. Now, the thing with these is they use the Crater foam. So this looks a lot more like the foam that we've seen on the Space Hippie. But they also have Nike Grind on here as well for the actual outsole. So you have Crater foam, which uses Nike Grind inside of it as sort of a filler to give it more durability. But then you actually have Nike Grind on the outsole as well in place of the regular rubber. So this is a mix of ground up rubber that they're using for the rubber on the shoe. And you see you have 3 bits of it there at the toe, at the midfoot, and at the heel to give you that grip that you need. For the upper, they're using a canvas-like material. So this is a thick canvas material. So these are definitely going to be very, very durable. But for the ribbons and all the stripes and everything else that you see around the upper of the shoe, they're made out of, I believe, 80% recycled polyester or recycled nylon materials. So all the rest of the shoe is incorporating recycled materials as well. So you have the midsole and the outsole that's recycled, but then you also have these other pieces that are on the upper that are recycled as well. And then they have these outsoles as well that I believe they're using recycled material for these as well, or they're at least giving it that look. So you can see that they have that sort of Nike Grind sort of look to them. And it's possible that this is made up of shoes, ground up shoes as well. They don't specify, or ground up foam, I should say, but they don't specify. But then you get the Jordan logo, you get the blanked out wings or Flight logo, and then you have the sideways 23 there as well. So overall, this is Jordan's brand's initiative to recycle and to reintroduce waste products back into the market in a way that makes sense. And the way that it makes sense with this one is obviously with the Crater foam, with the Nike Grind, and then the recycled materials, the nylon and polyester that they're using on the upper to help bring all that stuff back instead of it ending up in a landfill. Finally, we have the one that I think is going to make the biggest difference when it comes to Jordan brand, and that is the Air Jordan 1 Crater. Wait, is that the official Air Jordan 1 Crater? Yeah, I'm sorry. It's actually the Air Jordan 1 High Zoom Air Crater. So it's a long name, but I'm gonna just call it the Air Jordan 1 Crater because I think that's more appropriate. But again, it uses that same sort of material, and I've sung the praises of this already when it comes to the Air Jordan 1 Zoom. I feel like this is the future of the Air Jordan 1. It's way more comfortable. In my mind, this is where the Jordan 1, even the high and the OG, should be going because it allows you to get an all-day wear. It's a lot more comfortable, and in my mind, it looks a lot better. So with this one, you can see they use that same sort of canvas material on the upper. You can hear that. So that same canvas material is there. They have suede here, and this suede is a bit of recycled material as well. There's a mix of recycled material in there. As far as the detailing go, I feel like this one has the most details. You see they have the pop of color there on the tongue with the red stitching, and they bring that back here on the heel as well. You have the unfinished sort of look to this one, you know, like the off-white style, I guess you would really say, the style that Off-White really brought into the picture. So the tongue Usually you have a nylon tongue here, but they use a different material. This feels like a thicker satin, something like that maybe. But then they have the unfinished foam going all the way around. And it's not completely open. They have it stitched right along the edge, so you don't have to worry about the foam coming out. But that same look is done here along the heel as well, and trails down a little bit towards the laces, which I really like. I just think that looks really dope, and I think it looks really cool. It comes with 2 sets of laces. You have the black pair, and then you have, I'm gonna say, this infrared or hot pink. Let me see, do they have an official color for that? Let's see, do they have Flash Crimson? So Flash Crimson is what they're calling this color here. So this is the Flash Crimson laces, and they also use the Flash Crimson on the insole as well, where it says Zoom Air in there. Again, very, very cool. Now, as far as the recycling on this one, again, it's in the suede that they use here on the upper and they use on the Nike swoosh, but you get it here in the midsole, and you can see here it has the colors of that Nike grind inside of the midsole, and then they use a completely Nike grind outsole. Again, super dope. You usually see this in bits and pieces. They don't use it a lot, but here for the Air Jordan 1, they're going full out. So the whole outsole is made of the Nike grind material, and then you have the Nike grind inside the midsole, which is probably about 10 to 20% of the midsole. And this isn't like your typical crater foam that you see here on the Jordan Crater. This foam is more like this midsole is more like your traditional Air Jordan 1, and they added the Nike grind to that to give it a different look. I imagine that's why they kept it with this color, so that you could actually see the Nike grind inside of it instead of making it darker to match the upper or to match the Nike grind. But now you have those colors popping out of that tan color right there to reinforce, to let people know, again, this is where the shoe gets its recycled material from, to help reinforce that whole thing of sustainability and that move to zero. And this is not any different than your regular Air Jordan 1 outsole. Everything, the Nike and the Nike swoosh there, and then the heel of the outsole, it's literally exactly the same thing. So it looks very, very dope. Now, for those looking to grab these, all 3 of these are actually dropping this week. The Jordan 1 and the Jordan Crater will actually drop on sneakers, and then these will be available on Nike. So the Slide will be available on Nike. And again, my favorite is obviously the Jordan 1. One, because I just love the way that it looks. I love the use of new materials and the way that they're treating the Jordan 1, keeping the shape and everything the same, but they've added the zoom, and the zoom is really the main factor for me. If you haven't worn a pair of the Zoom Jordan 1s, I do recommend you get one. They have the zoom for the Strobel pad on the inside, which is mad comfortable. You're literally walking on air. It's a game changer for me when it comes to Air Jordan 1, and I really wish every single Air Jordan 1 had that sort of technology in the midsole. It's just an amazing, beautiful feeling for the shoe. Anyway, so with that being said, as always, guys, make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe. Look for these to drop this week. I'm Jacques Slade. As always, I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Peace.